When you have Nepenthes seedlings, at some point you will have to repot them in their own pot, separately from the other one, because if they grow really good, they will start having big leaves and casting shadow on each other. That's what you want to prevent, just to keep the growth the fastest possible. And sometimes there is another reason why you want to separate them. So that's exactly what we'll talk today. Hi, my name is Remy, and on this channel I explain you everything I know about how to grow Nepenthes on a windowsill. So if you're new, consider subscribing. Less than 4 months ago I showed you the evolution of my small seedlings, the complex hybrid that I won't even try to pronounce. But it's something that was already growing properly, and then I can tell there is a batch of the fast-growing plants that was reported, if you remember, separately. They have been growing really fast. And now they are casting shadow on each other, and that's gonna be just really messy at some point. It's gonna be a bush. So I decided to remove them and to repot them separately. So here is the setup. As you see, there is plenty of space between the pots, and the temperature is, okay, other side, 20 degrees Celsius, 20, 22, it depends. So that's warm. I would not say it's a hot lowland, but so here is one of the first one of the smallest actually, but the color is great, really healthy, good shape, nothing bad to say. Okay, so here, do you see the red thing? That prevents the pot to stay in the water. You want to raise the pot so there is no root rot. Now the next one, color slightly different. The first one was kind of a pink. This one, the color of the leaves are great, and even the peristome is green. So it's interesting, especially when you compare that to the next one that don't have the green lips. It's kind of a reddish. The shape is almost the same. This one kind of a different, but again, compared to this one, that is clearly the most red of all, that's very impressive, and it's one of the fast growing one. This one also is the second one growing the fastest, but I love the shape of the picture. Look at that. And we have the green lips, so that's great. Beside we have a small one, and again this one too, so even if all these pots are the fast growing one, they don't grow the same speed. And this one also great peristome, really good. Nothing really, just waiting for that to grow bigger now. And even among all these fast-growing seedlings, there is still these two that are faster than this one. Not all with the same speed. And from the same seed pods, we had this slow-growing pack of small seedlings. They grow slowly, they are nice. Some are totally green, that's interesting. But yeah, they grow way more slowly, so I still have the time to repot them. Here is a better look. So they are all healthy, but slow. Nothing compared to the fast-growing one. Oh, and keep in mind that repotting individually, oh, that's hard to say, that's not without any risk. If repotting them you break a root, the plant will react to that. The plant will stress, focus on growing new roots. You may have some deformed pitcher. If maybe the pitcher died, it's okay. As long as the leaves are healthy, that's good. It's just the plant is again, growing new roots. Nothing really to be concerned. But on the long run, they will grow faster now because they have just more space for the roots, for the roots to drink the water, for the light, for everything. So, always something interesting. Oh, and I talk about why you would separate seedlings from each other. I had some small seedlings from Trancata. It was a few months ago and they were really good. That's what we saw during the live. But lately, parts are dying. That means there is something bad happening. I don't know why. So it could really be something in the substrate, could be a germ or bacteria or whatever. And on this one, because at that time I was lacking some sphagnum, I decided to put just some coco peat under. So maybe that's not great, or this brand is not great for the seedlings. So as soon as the roots were long enough to reach this second kind of substrate, maybe it poisoned the plant, who knows? And who cares? I mean, because I just decided, let's repot them all and spread them across a big square like that with fresh media, etc. So I will see now if they are recovering and growing perfectly or if they keep dying. If so, I will keep the investigation, I mean. So here is the seedling a month ago, so it was really great. And check on the top right corner. And now look at how it evolved. The seedlings at this place disappeared. They're just rotten. So that's why I can tell something bad is happening and I have to do something, to repot. So I selected the good one, the one that was good. The stem under the leaves was still green, not already brown and mushy. The roots was healthy, pictures, leaves. So the best one was kept and then repotted quite spaced between each other. So if something is pathogen like germs, it should not spread that fast. So now let's cross finger and see how it evolves. So that's something to consider. If you see that on a batch of small seedlings something is happening, poisoning the plants, for example, or a big mad mold that will expand and kill the plants, don't think twice. Just repot fresh media, fresh pot, and just to be sure nothing bad happened. So let me know if it's happened to you, like this removing or separating all the seedlings from the big batch, just to be able to give them more space to grow, or if you will wait the last minute, as we can see on some pictures where it's just a bunch of leaves, and you can tell that's gonna be complex to separate them without breaking all the roots that are attached to each other. Like, I don't know if I really want to do the experience where it looks really way too stressful for me. I prefer doing that when the roots are still small and kind of just going down versus going on the side and mixing together. No, so let me know what you do. And until next time, happy growing. We went to individual pot. In their own pot.